In this activity, we are going to be learning about equivalent fractions. So, in order to understand equivalent fractions, let's answer the questions that are given on the screen. So, what fraction of the bar is shaded in pink? So, as you can see, the bar is divided into two equal parts. So, the denominator has to be 2, and one portion is shaded in pink. So, you just put 1 on top. So, it's 1 by 2. Just click on check, it tells that that's correct.
You are a natural.
Okay, now let's take each of these portions and further divide it into two equal parts. Okay, so the pink portion is divided into two equal parts. The white portion is divided into two equal parts. Now, what fraction is colored in pink? In total, we have got four parts. You write that in the denominator, which is 4. And you've got two parts which are colored in pink, so that goes on top. So fraction of the boxes which are colored in pink is 2 out of 4. Let's click on check.
You are very good at that.
Okay, let's further divide each of these portions into two parts. So each of these boxes is divided into two equal parts. And let's again write down what fraction is colored in pink. Again, the total number of boxes that you see is 8 boxes. And out of that, we got 4 boxes which are colored in pink. Let's write it here. So fraction of boxes colored in pink is 4 out of 8.
Fantastic.
Okay. Now let's again take each of these boxes and divide it into two equal parts. Now what fraction is colored in pink? I've got 16 parts in total. So again, I write that in the denominator. And out of the 16 parts, 8 parts are colored in pink. So it's 8 on top, right?
That's the way to do it.
So what do we notice, right? So we had the fraction 1 out of 2. This was 2 out of 4. This is 4 out of 8 and 8 out of 16. All these occupy the same region or the same area, right? So we call these fractions as equivalent fractions. 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 4 by 8, and 8 by 16 are called equivalent fractions. Why do we call them as equivalent fractions? If wherever I'm using 1 by 2, I can always replace it by 2 by 4. And I can always replace it by 4 by 8. And the numbers and the fractions are exactly the same. Okay. We can also go the other way. So if I write down what fraction is colored in pink in this case, there are 24 boxes. So I write 24 at the bottom and 8 parts are colored in pink. Right?
Fantastic.
Okay. Now instead of dividing these boxes, let's just keep combining two boxes at a time. So each pair of boxes. Now what fraction is colored in pink? It's 4 out of 12.
Super. Keep going.
Now let's again group the boxes two at a time and I'll get 2 out of 6.
Outstanding. You deserve an applause.
And again I can combine two boxes at a time and I'll finally end up at 1 upon 3. And again you can see that all these things are equivalent fractions.
Keep going.
So let's click on the next button. Again, all these things are equivalent fraction. But one thing to notice is beyond this 1 upon 3, I don't have any way of combining boxes, right? So we call this as a simplest form of the given fraction. Okay. So why don't you go ahead, play this again and just understand the meaning of equivalent fractions.